दुबे जी, ये क्या कर दिया आपने? Salil, how are you feeling with this innings? Shivam Dube silencing all his critics, all his critics in one innings. What do you have to say about this blistering 95?
Well, he showed that he's got the talent at the start of the tournament, being the top scorer for Chennai, but today was something special. I must say that I saw some glimpses of a young Yuvraj Singh in the kind of flow that his batting had, and the sixes that he hit. There was one that he hit of Josh Hazelwood was 102 meters. I mean, it was a splendid innings to watch. I'm sure the crowd is going crazy and not the Dhonis and the Jadejas performing. Robin Uthappa was excellent to watch. I think the pitch is a very good pitch. It is totally chaseable. But to apply yourselves and score a nice 165 run partnership with Shivam Dube, I think Robin Uthappa has done a great job for his team. I mean, after that
Right.
terrible mix-up with Moeen Ali, somebody would have their backs to the wall, but it wasn't the case. I think they went about it, and after the 10th over, they just decided that let's just go for it. Let's send the bad balls out of the park. They've hit around 17
Yes.
sixes between. It's not a joke, trust me. It was
Oh,
amazing
definitely.
to watch. One of the best first battings that we've seen in IPL
Absolutely.
2022.
One of the highest scores in this year's IPL. So a brilliant innings by these two. But Bhavik, I would like to ask you, what was so good about their approach? I mean, they were playing fearless cricket. Of course, they were 10 overs, 60 odd runs. And then they just scored 160 runs in the last how many ever overs. So what do you have to say about that?
Well, that's what, they started cautiously. They were not, going for ram shots straight away, getting into the groove. If you see Robin Uthappa as well, Ruturaj started to score runs, free flowing runs, but at the same time, Robin Uthappa took his time. I feel they sort of knew that, okay, we don't have Harshal Patel in front of us in the death overs. So if we take time in the middle, we can capitalize in the death overs. So I'm sure this is
We can
a
hit
very
everybody,
tactical move. Yeah, definitely, and they eventually did that. So I
and
guess
they
this
did
is a,
that.
of course, so this is a tactical move that they practice. Maybe sending Shivam Dube at number 4 ahead of Ambati Raidu. So these tactical decisions is something that has put Chennai on top. But more importantly,
Right.
as Salil Bhai mentioned, it's also difficult to execute. But the way they have executed is beyond extraordinary.
Absolutely. If we can have a look at the scorecard for once, Salil, just take me through. Do you think Harshal Patel's, not being here, Harshal Patel being absent, has really put those batsmen out of control and they've gone all guns blazing?
Well, absolutely. I think to begin with, Dube's 95 and Uttappa's 88, Harshal Patel makes a very big difference. He not only grips the opposition for runs, but you also have him taking wickets, as Bhavik mentioned, in the 8th to the 12th over. So he's a partnership breaker. So this shows like that one missing link in a good team can make a big difference. That was not
Oh,
the only
yes.
thing I think for RCB. I think their bowlers got taken for the runs. They bowled in the slot. Most of Shivam sixes are in the slot. You shouldn't be bowling that to a batsman who already hit two sixes to you. They were slightly scrappy, you can say. Akashdeep was all over the place. He's bowled brilliantly in the tournament, but he got taken for 58 runs off his 4 overs. My God, he's going to really need some time to get over it. But yeah, I think Chennai got their plan right and they executed it. And getting Dube ahead of Raidu is purely because they've been playing with this lefty-righty combination. I mean, if Uthappa got out, I mean, I thought that Dhoni would
Raidu
come
might
in,
have
but
come.
yeah,
Excellent. Then we had made some predictions before the start of the first innings. If we can have a look at the results as to who got what right.
Yeah.
look at
Let's
this.
My
let's
God. But
make
I
them
think Salil,
yellow. Please make them
Salil, I
yellow.
think Salil, you wouldn't mind getting all reds today because the way they are batting and the way they've played, you wouldn't mind losing this prediction thing because Chennai winning is something that is the bigger picture here. The way they've batted, they've really taken command of the game. But now moving on to
Yeah.
the second innings predictions, we have to make a few predictions now, and that will be the decisive ones. So starting with me, we have to make three predictions: batting, bowling, and team prediction. So my first one would be top batsman for RCB. I would go for Maxwell because I don't know. I
Big
feel
runs.
that it's gonna be it's going to be a Maxwell show because it's a long, big chase for them, and I think Maxwell is someone who can just take the game away like a Dube did and Uthappa did. So that's my
And
first prediction.
he has done that against Chennai in the past.
Oh yes, for
Yeah.
Punjab as well. When he played for the Kings 11, he
Exactly.
has scored 95
Twice
odd
he
runs.
did
Yeah.
that. Yes, yes.
My second prediction, my bowling prediction, if I can have a look at that, it's going to be Dwayne Bravo to pick up 2 wickets because I feel that in the end it's going to be Chennai winning this game and Bravo is the one who's going to be pivotal to pick those wickets in the end. And my final team prediction would be RCB to lose 3 wickets in the first 10 overs. I doubt because they would. It's a big total. I mean, it can go any which ways, but I would say no because I want to see a good chase here. But in the end, it's going to be a Chennai win for me. Salil, over to you.
Right. Okay. My top batsman, and I think RCB's captain Faf du Plessis will definitely make more than 25 runs. I think he'll make even more than that. But he's not somebody who will go out cheaply. My bowling prediction for CSK is the top bowler will be Chris Jordan, purely because Chris Jordan and like Yash mentioned, Bravo, they've got this wonderful change of pace, and when the batsmen are looking to go and slog, that's where they get most of their wickets. So when they're
Yeah.
trying to force something against, against that the cricketing laws, so I think that's where he'll be beneficial. And my third and final prediction, which I don't think should go wrong tonight, is CSK will win the match.
Whistle Podu.
Uh, yeah, well, let's hope that. Yeah, over to Bhavik, who's
All
already
right.
got three right, so he can get all wrong, and then we can be equal again, like we've been doing
All the
that.
time.
Nice one.
So yes, as we know, the RCB has the mantra of playing bold. Here's a bold prediction that Virat Kohli is not scoring a 50 today. That's
Oh,
my first
Wow.
prediction. While my second prediction here would be Mahesh Tikshana to concede more than 30 runs. Yes, it's a skiddy wicket, of course, but at the same time, I really feel the reverse sweep of Glenn Maxwell's and maybe Faf du Plessis, charging him over covers might come into action considering a bigger chase. So yes, I'm
Right.
backing this prediction. While my final
mhm.
prediction is as simple is RCB is not winning this game. You know,
Wow.
I
That's
mean,
a
you
very easy
can't take
one.
anything away. You can't take anything away here from Chennai now. 215, I guess they have more than enough on the board.
Absolutely. And I think getting in Jordan in place of, Devon Conway, what we were speaking of, just trying to
Correct.
power their bowling even more. I think the bowling is the selling point of the team. The USP of the team is the bowling, and I think they've got a good bowling lineup here, and I really feel that they can defend this total. But Salil, before we end this show, I would like to ask you, you've said that Chennai are going to win this game, but what would be their game plan? Because RCB are going to come hard and strong to them. So do you think they'll go for wickets early on, or do you think it's just going to be how RCB did bowl one line and length?
That is the most. That's how you'll get wickets in a big run chase, because when the batsmen are not getting enough room or they're not getting the ball in the slot to create those big runs, they're going to try something different, and that's where there is a window to take a wicket. So one, your bowling has not been really on point. So to begin
Yeah.
with, you would really want to get that line and length in place, and obviously go for wickets. But I think the earlier the better. They would like to take the big fish in the first 10 overs, and so that they leave a lot of runs for Dinesh Karthik. I mean, yes, he can chase those 60, 70, but if he has around 130 runs to chase, that's almost a full team's chase on a normal given day.
Right.
217 is no small total. So I think they
Absolutely.
need to, and they should be taking most of the wickets.
So CSK win from both our experts. Bhavik, before we end this show, what would RCB go and do today? Because it's a big total. You need to score over 10 runs in almost every over. So, one good over won't do you good. You have to be consistent with that. So what would be their game plan? Who would take the charge early on? Do you think it's going to be Anuj Rawat or is it going to be Faf du Plessis?
Well, it'll have to be both. But at the same time, just as we saw CSK players taking some time in the middle was proven beneficial for them. So I really feel, maybe a Faf could just anchor the innings and Anuj Rawat should go for his shots. Meanwhile, if Faf and Virat continue to bat, I feel someone would, take up that role of charging him from one end while other would just anchor the innings. So this is pivotal here because one batsman from the top four or top three might have to stick in till late, because this
Right.
is a long chase and someone who will spend the maximum time on the crease. I'm sure he's most beneficial to score runs on such patchy wicket. Also, this is not a belter. This is a wicket where a few balls are skidding in, a few balls are coming in slow. We
Right,
saw
right,
Asranga's length ball coming in so much slow that Shivam Dube had that time to get onto the back foot and smash him over his head for a six. So yes,
right.
this is a double-paced wicket, and I'm sure the master behind the stumps, MS Dhoni, will
He
require
knows it
his.
very well.
He knows it
Yes.
exceedingly well, and I'm hopeful for this that CSK will have that 2 points on the board tonight.
So let's just hope that CSK open their account today. Live action coming up. Thank you, Salil and Bhavik, for joining with me. This was Time Out with Sports Adda.